first item or issue I want to start off with is to kind of congratulate the Greater Houston Loss Prevention Alliance along with our Positive Interaction Program. This October, in the upcoming International Association of Chiefs Police Conference, the Houston Police Department has won a very prestigious award for excellence for public-private cooperation, an award that links law enforcement and loss prevention specialists that covers shopper safety, client safety, in and around their places of business, and I'm really, really proud of this program. There were many entries that were submitted to the International Association of Chiefs of Police, and we were judged to be the best in class and actually a model for the rest of the nation and law enforcement to form these type of cooperative partnerships. So I would like for Senior Police Officer James Sabrota to come up here and join me, along with Mr. Ben Hall from the Greater Houston Loss Prevention Alliance. And James and Mr. Hall, if you would, tell us how long this program has started, and from the benefits from a law enforcement standpoint. And Mr. Hall, you can speak from a private entity standpoint and the benefits that you see from this program.
Thank you, Chief. Like the Chief said, on behalf of the Houston Police Department and the Positive Interaction Program, about 4 years ago, we came together and we formed a group called the Greater Houston Loss Prevention Alliance. And we have a lot of talent in this city, most of all loss prevention managers at all the major retailers here in Houston. We all met, we formed a team for the last 4 years, and we have really accomplished a lot of positive campaigns and made this city a much safer place. And I'm very proud to be a part of the team, along with everybody in this room and everybody that will receive this award. And Brian Hall, who is right here, is our chairperson, who has also spearheaded the alliance on the retail side. Brian, would you want to say a few words about our team?
And how many members are in the alliance?
There's actually 9 retailers that make up the Greater Houston Loss Prevention Alliance, primarily food and drug companies. At the end of the day, we're competitors. And the neat thing about this program is that we've been able to capture the collaborative effort of competitors in the retail industry and harness that focus alongside HPD to really work to arm the community and to arm the citizens with tips, awareness about crime, and actually reduce incidents that happen not only in our parking lots and our areas of business, but also in communities, neighborhoods, and throughout the city. But we're very proud of the relationship with HPD, and we're very proud of what HPD brings to the table, and I'm very excited about the award and recognition.
All right, thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
All right, now let me see how good my memory is and see if I can name all 9 partners here. I may need some help from the sidelines. HEB, Fiesta, Kroger, Randall's, Target, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS,
Family Dollar.
Family Dollar. In no particular order, but that's it. So, again, I'm very, very proud of the men and women of HPD that we're leaders, we're innovators, and we certainly look for all of our community partners to help us, prevent and resolve crime issues. So, thank you very much for all of the partners in the alliance. Thank you so much for your cooperation. The second issue I have that I want to talk about is back to school. As all of us know and are aware that summer vacation is coming to an end, so we need to remind the public and be mindful ourselves of all of the safety issues that go along with going back to school. First and foremost, all of us should check our speeds and remember for the last, several months, there have been no school zone enforcement when school is out. So we're going to have our officers out in force to make sure that we're observing the speed limits in our school zones, and also what to do when you see a flashing lights on a school bus. Now, we should all know that. We have to pay particular attention even when there are no flashing lights. because even though you may see a clear path that there's no vehicular traffic, but young kids are excited going back to school for the first day. Sometimes many of them are going to school for the first time, and they may dart in and out of traffic. So we have to use all precaution when it comes to school zone safety around the school buses. And then the second part of that is parents. We need to sit down and speak with our children about some of the dangers and issues regarding school safety. Stranger danger talks about how, to avoid being enticed and getting into someone's vehicle or being led away by some stranger that you don't know. Bicycle safety. Many kids ride their bikes to school. All of the applicable bike laws and wearing a bike helmet. All of those things that we need to be mindful of. And last, before school and after school, make sure that if you're not available, that you have some responsible caretaker or adult to take care of your children, that they have a safe place before school and they have a safe place after school. Many neighborhoods and communities across the country have a concept of walking school buses where parents and responsible adults rotate the duties of walking groups of children to and from school. And as they pass by residents where the kids live, the group will stop until that kid is safely in the house and the group will move on. It has the same philosophy as a moving school bus. So we need to encourage those type of programs in our neighborhoods to keep all of our young people safe. The last thing that I have is, and on those school safety issues, if anyone have any questions after this, we have Officer Estrada and Officer Butte from the Central Patrol Division here that can answer any other specific questions. One other thing I want to mention about the school safety, we will be having a media event at Travis Elementary on Monday, I believe starting at 6 a.m. And that's located at 3311 Bochum. And you will be receiving more information on that event from our Public Information Office. The last issue I want to speak to you about is National Night Out. We're about 6 weeks away, but this is certainly a kind of an anniversary year. This is the 30th year that the Houston Police Department has participated in National Night Out, and we certainly want this to be a great event. We want to encourage all citizen groups, civic clubs, all of those neighborhood organizations to make a special effort this year, being the 30th year, and to make this as one of the largest, best National Night Out events that we've hosted since we've been participating. This is a time of year where we should all refocus and be our brother's keeper and think about strategies and ways that we can assist our neighbors and work with the police to keep our property safe and keep each other safe and look out for each other. Because the public is eyes and ears for law enforcement. And we just need to recommit ourselves to being that, be neighborhood watchmen, so to speak. So we want this year to be very, very special. Okay, with that, that's about all the issues that I have. And I'll take any questions that you may have.
Do you have any statistics on the amount of reduction that the loss prevention coalition has had before and after they were in operation?
Well, I don't have those specific stats here today. Officer Sabota may have, but I can tell you this, that in the last 3 years, all of our major crimes have, decreased over the previous 3 years. We certainly have probably seen a decrease in some of those, things that go along with when you're doing, shopping at a public place, purse snatchings, robberies in the parking lot, those type of things. And this program extends into the holiday shopping, where we redouble our efforts to address those issues.
Thank you.
Chief, the bill that was passed in the House recently to get the untested rape kits tested, have you received any additional funding on that, and what are the status of those rape kits?
Well, I can say this. No, we haven't received any additional funding from the state, but it wasn't necessary. We have counted every single sexual assault kit that was in our care and custody. We have sent out for testing every single rape kit that's in our care and custody, and those sexual assault kits have started to be returned to the Houston Police Department. So, regardless of age, regardless of the statute of limitations, we made a decision regarding sexual assault kits. We would count every single one that we had. We would determine whether tests had been performed, and if not, regardless of the age of the case or the evidence, we thought it was the right thing to do to test every single one. Actually, the mayor gave us the funding to do that, and we're happy to say that we have no backlog of sexual assault kits in our property. None. We actually have no backlog of any type DNA evidence at this time. So that's a significant milestone for the Houston Police Department and our forensic operation. For the first time in department history, there is no backlog regarding DNA and sexual assault kits. Now, it will take some time for investigators as those sexual assault kits come in back to us from the vendor that have tested. Some will have some type of genetic, biological material. Some will not. The ones that don't contain any evidence, those are easy. The ones that do, they still have to, profiles have to be entered into the CODIS system to see if a suspect can be identified. And if we do, we're going to go after those suspects and try to make a case. But anyway, all of those investigative cases that are years old, investigators will have to go back, supplement those cases, and then proceed forward criminally if we can.
Going back to the question of the rape kits, yesterday the city council presented a new crime lab director.
Yes.
How's that process coming along, and is there a pipeline for becoming a separate agency?
The transition is going great. We certainly are doing everything that we can to support the new LGC and gaining its independence. Right now, they still need quite a bit of support from the Houston Police Department, and the crime lab is still located, in the 26th floor of this building, and will be for some time. But we see no obstacles, from a law enforcement standpoint or an investigative standpoint, that the independence that we're trying to seek in our forensic operations that's going to cause us any problems or delays. Certainly, with the things that I'm required to manage every single day in this organization, it will ease the burden on me personally and a lot of our staff here, that someone else now is managing the forensic operations, and that doesn't fall to the police chief. We actually have scientists, experts, and people who are specialists. That is their area of specificity. So I'm very, very comfortable where we are, and I want to applaud Mayor Parker for making that decision to do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you very much.